I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service.
The funeral of Kobe Bryant represented one of the most poignant moments in the history of the NBA. However, the guest list revealed a completely different narrative behind the scenes. LeBron James was banned for supposedly making Kobe's final night a moment of attention on himself. Shaquille O'Neal was almost disinvited due to a feud that the family never fully reconciled. Derek Fisher arrived but was denied entry at the door. The following are the NBA players who were prohibited from attending Kobe Bryant's funeral, and the reasons will astonish you. James LeBron. LeBron James, the NBA's icon, the successor to Jordan, the player who scored 29 points on the night before Kobe Bryant's unfortunate helicopter accident. He surpassed Kobe on the all-time scoring list that very night. But what if I told you that LeBron James was never meant to be at the funeral? As per unnamed sources within the Lakers organization, who are keeping their identities hidden to avoid backlash, Vanessa Bryant reportedly made a decision that surprised team management. Kobe's memorial would not include an invitation for LeBron. Why? Because she thought LeBron turned Kobe's final night into a spectacle for himself. After Stephen A. Smith provided a scathing commentary on LeBron's absence from significant events, suggesting that a disrespectful pattern exists, the conjecture grew more fervent.
I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career.
That remark opened the floodgates. Online fans started to spread theories suggesting that LeBron and Kobe had a falling out during the last months of Kobe's life. War es nicht, Eitelkeit oder einfach, das Aufeinandertreffen zweier Alphabetier Wiegende Erbes? One user commented, LeBron turned Kobe's night into a LeBron thing. It was meant to be a torch passing, not a torch stealing. And then there's the quiet from LeBron himself. The king, who always seizes the chance to share a sincere Instagram tribute, went silent. No tweets, no captions, and no public eulogy. A supporter who assembled outside Staples Center informed CNN.
Our family has been such Laker fans and has brought us together, just watching games together, and just how inspirational Kobe has been for us. So it's really hard right now.
It was noted that LeBron was not present during the public mourning. Later, in an interview, when he was pressed about it, he dismissed the issue with the words, "I mourn in private, but was that the real reason?" Stephen A. Smith, a commentator for ESPN, added his input on an ESPN podcast.
You were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business.
Others, however, came to his defense, claiming that the media had blown the divide between Kobe and LeBron out of proportion. However, the words of Stephen A. linger ominously. Gaben, das sich Aktung entschieden have. Dies Dinge nicht anzusprechen. But now they're the only topic of conversation. The atmosphere in the arena that day was intense, visceral, and genuine. Even Michael Jordan broke down.
When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died.
LeBron's absence represented more than just one player missing a single ceremony. For numerous fans, it represented a broken brotherhood, a point in time when self-importance triumphed over compassion. And it wasn't only the fans who were keeping an eye on things. It is said that the executives of the league advocated for a moment of reconciliation to be organized during the funeral. It didn't occur. War der Stolz? War Schmerz? Or was it a punishment? It's possible we will never know the complete truth. However, LeBron James' disinvitation from Kobe Bryant's funeral altered many fans' perceptions of him permanently. He then shared the court, championship, and rivalry with Kobe Bryant. However, when the day arrived to bid farewell, Shaquille O'Neal was almost denied entry at the door. Shaquille O'Neal. He was Kobe's partner, the Diesel, winning 3 NBA championships alongside the Black Mamba himself. However, in an unforeseen turn of events, Shaquille O'Neal was not included on the original guest list for Kobe Bryant's memorial at the Staples Center. A post from a Lakers staffer, which has since been deleted, stated that Vanessa Bryant originally did not include Shaq on the list at all. The cause? Years of unresolved tension persisted, with some aspects remaining buried even after their notorious feud was publicly resolved. Let's go back for a moment. The rivalry between Kobe and Shaq involved more than just a conflict of egos. ES War Krieg. Locker room digs, press conference shade, diss tracks. There was a time when the two couldn't share a room without someone needing to intervene in a shouting match. Despite their eventual public reconciliation, insiders claimed that Kobe's family never forgot the mental and emotional toll that feud took on him. Lakers insider Arash Markazi reported that some members of Kobe's inner circle believed Shaq never genuinely apologized. However, Shaq was determined not to skip his younger brother's send-off. As per several insiders of the Lakers organization, Shaq made a personal outreach to Vanessa to offer his services as a speaker, but she turned him down at first. It was only after Kobe's parents stepped in to remind Vanessa of the years Shaq and Kobe spent building the Lakers dynasty that she agreed to let him speak, albeit reluctantly. UNDALS ES Geska, War ES Ein Pragsam.
Sounds like immature kids. We argued, we fought, we bantered or insulted each other with offhanded remarks, our feud. But make no mistake, even when the folks thought we were on bad terms, when the cameras were turned off, he and I would throw a wink at each other and say, let's go whoop some ass.
With that one-liner, Shaq caused an uproar. There is no I in team. I understand, but that mother has a me in it. It was the classic Kobe. It was quintessential Shaq. However, under the laughter, the atmosphere was heavy with regret. Many fans expressed disbelief on social media that Shaq wasn't already scheduled to speak. A user tweeted, "If Shaq had to ask to attend, this family feud is deeper than we ever imagined." After the memorial, Shaq spoke with ESPN and disclosed the emotional impact that Kobe's death had on him. "I lost a brother, a teammate, and part of my soul." However, the true tragedy was that they had only recently resumed communication, and Kobe's unexpected demise took away their opportunity for a complete reconciliation. Nevertheless, Shaq received his moment. He was able to say goodbye. Others did not have the same luck. Next up, we have a Lakers icon and five-time champion Derek Fisher. Many presumed he would be in the front row, but upon his arrival, security instructed him to turn around. He was a clutch shooter, co-captain alongside Kobe, and won 5 NBA championships with the Lakers. Derek Fisher was more than just a teammate. He considered himself a brother. Derek Fisher arrived at the memorial, but was turned away at the door, according to reports from attendees and verified by a local reporter covering the Staples Center event. Without a verified invitation, Fisher found himself in a supposed family atmosphere, but was treated as an outsider. The cause? According to sources close to the Bryant family, it came down to a single word: betrayal. Kobe and Fisher had previously been inseparable, but after retirement, Fisher's off-the-court controversies, especially his high-profile romantic involvement with the ex-wife of former Lakers teammate Matt Barnes, created a rift between him and the close-knit Lakers brotherhood. Kobe is said to have distanced himself from Fisher during the last years of his life. Although he never made public comments, friends say he felt that Fisher had breached the code. A former teammate who wished to remain unnamed in the Athletics stated, "Kobe hated drama, and Dish had become drama." Kobe did not want that kind of person around his daughters. Nevertheless, a lot of fans were furious. Fisher had experienced some of the franchise's most memorable moments with Kobe, such as the 0.4-second game winner against the Spurs. Shannon Sharpe expressed incredulity during a segment on Undisputed. "Are you saying that Derek Fisher wasn't even permitted to enter the building? Wow, das ist ja kalt." And what exacerbated the situation? Fisher did not publicly address the incident. No post, no comment, and no interview. It was as though he disappeared into the shadows of Laker history. Nevertheless, for numerous fans, the lingering question is, was Fisher's absence a subtle request or a public punishment? Next, a former MVP and teammate who became a rival. As well as one of the most astonishing revelations of all, he received a warning. "If you show up, you'll be escorted out." Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard Word einst als Kobes, Nachfolger and Gießen. An extraordinary player with remarkable physical abilities and a constant grin, who plays in the center position. However, upon his arrival at the Lakers in 2012, that smile quickly disappeared. Kobe had no respect for him, lacked trust in him, and as per insiders, he never forgave him. When Kobe died and Dwight shared an extensive tribute on Instagram, fans took it for granted that he would attend the funeral. However, according to sources, Vanessa Bryant took it upon herself to tell event security to be vigilant. If Dwight Howard arrives without an invitation, have him escorted out. It was a savage hit, and there was a reason for it. Their feud was out in the open, nasty, and involved personal matters. Kobe was filmed during a notorious match between the Lakers and Rockets, calling Dwight Howard the softest big man he had ever played with. In a post-game interview, Kobe described him directly. He's soft. I know what he is. With me, you can't do anything. The consequences of that moment reverberated for years. According to teammates, Kobe perceived Dwight as lacking seriousness, lazy, and untrustworthy. It was not only annoyance that he felt insulted as well. As the moment arrived to pay tribute to the Mamba, Dwight found himself excluded from all guest lists. As reported by ESPN journalist Ramona Shelburne, he was not informed of the funeral date until that very day. Die fans bemerkten es und reagerten heftig, a Reddit thread that has now gone viral and garnered more than 10,000 upvotes, referred to it as Kobe's final block. Kobe ensured that, even after his death, Dwight remained out of the paint. To his credit, Dwight has made attempts to progress. During a subsequent interview, he stated, I wasn't expecting anything. I grieved in my own manner. I adored Kobe. Even though he didn't always return my love, I still loved him. However, the fact that you were denied entry to the facility shows how intense that animosity was. And Kobe's resentment wasn't the only one. It was a communication from the Bryant household. The Mamba didn't respect everyone who donned the jersey. Then, a Hall of Famer, one of the best players in history, and a man who says his name was removed from Kobe's narrative.